Hey everyone, Rail Fan Man here. Sunday live ops, switching out Armstrong Electric and Heritage Furniture. As you can see in the foreground, we got Aehf waiting on the siding, and we have our GP40-2 Boston and Maine 312 making its way around. We're gonna scoop all these cars out of that Lakeville shipping and Armstrong Electric siding there. So I'm picking up the CP rail boxcar and the BNSF boxcar on the way back. So I'm gonna pull up. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It's beautiful out for the most part here in New England. Just gotta pass this switch right here. Alright. Cool. Take off our little Fred. Little guy right here. Figured I'd add him on for a little bit of operational aspect. Just put him off to the side. Conductor's talking to the supervisor. Actually, supervisors. One at Lakeville Shipping and one at Armstrong Electric. So we can remove the blue flag, let them know we're going to be doing some work. Alright. Got some clearance here. Something tells me I might have to clean the wheels on my locomotive here. Alright, so I'm going to connect to all four of these cars on this track. I'm going to turn that bell off right now. Don't mind the hand. There we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, we're going to restart it. There we go. Well, that might have been a frog issue on my track, my switch here. It's all good. Perfect. So I'll make sure we're hooked up. That's good. Alright. Hey Mike, thank you. Yeah, I definitely like the high cubes. You got a dead spot there or something. Try this again. At least all my cars are hooked up. Yeah, I definitely like high cube box cars. I like to throw the small ones in or the shorter ones in, you know, mix it up. But nowadays, that's all I see anyways is mostly high cube. So I'm pulling this CP rail boxcar and a BNSF boxcar from Armstrong Electric. and we'll be replacing them with the NS and the T-box boxcars. So I got a little bit of impractical jokers playing in the background. And then once I get those two high cubes in, I will respot the British Columbia Railway and the Cotton Belt boxcars. And I have Edpo waiting for us to finish our work here, which is East Deerfield Yard to Portland, Maine, with a stop in Air, Mass. Should probably unhook that first, right? No, let me uncouple this. There we go. Now we can go. Definitely does, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, I still have like a lot of scenery work to do in this corner, but I'm picking at it here and there, you know. Let these guys know we're backing up again. Coming back in. So you might want to get off the tracks. Coming in on. No, just kidding. Not coming in that fast. Got my Cumbies coffee. Doing a little operations. Loving it. I gotta clean that track down there. Looks like I see my light flickering. Oh yeah. I don't think I've cleaned this side of the track in a while. Oh, watch out. Earthquake. I'm gonna do it like this. I think I lost it. There we go. There we go. Actually, you know what? I could have kept those two coupled. That's perfect. Alright. So now I gotta connect back to the Cotton Belt and the British Columbia Railway boxcar. You see the light flickering? Yeah, I definitely need to clean that track. I think I'm gonna clean my wheels in this locomotive too. Turn that bell off for a minute. So I sent my other controller out, my Mobile 2 controller there from ESU, like about 2.5 weeks ago, and I haven't heard anything yet. So I'm hoping, so you never know what's going to happen live. Alright, make sure we're coupled. There we go. No, almost. It looks like it was coupled. Alright, I'm just going to pull. I'm actually going to pull forward a little bit. Hey, whoa. No, I don't want to do that. Not what I wanted to do. I'm just having a problem with this. It's either the track or the switch. I'm betting it's the frog, so. So I will be cleaning this. Sorry about the hand. Sometimes you gotta 050 certain things, right? Alright. There we go. Give it a little speed. There we go. Now we're better. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to, I think. It's kind of weird because these locomotives were going over the track, or the switches fine earlier, but now all of a sudden, since I'm doing a live episode, they want to start acting up. So, except for this track, though, I have no excuse for this track. I do need to clean it. And I didn't think of it before I went live, so that's kind of my fault. And I should have triple checked this switch, but hey, lesson learned, you know. Try this again. I can spot these cars. There we go. Okay, I'll bring these guys back. If you look on the locomotive, you see one of the crew members just kind of hanging out. Yeah, he's checking out the view, making sure everything's good. There we go. Alright, pull over. Yeah, I think, you know what, honestly, I think this locomotive needs a good cleaning. Yeah, it's alright. Again, lesson learned. I will make sure that my locomotives are clean. Tracks and the wheels clean before I do a live episode. There you go. Oh, this is probably the worst live episode I've done. Yeah, well. Live and learn, right? There you go. I'm just gonna hightail it out of here. This section's bad. There we go. Okay. So we gotta let Ed Poe go by. So we're gonna reconnect to our train, put our Fred back on, and then we will be departing for Heritage Furniture. We'll be taking a trip kind of around half the way out. Yeah, no worries about the questions there, Mike. Yeah, spotting, like when I say spotting a car, it's just kind of like placing a car at its destination. And if I'm, picking up a car, obviously I would say I'm picking it up. Wow. Okay, we're just going to kind of shove back here a little bit past the signal. There we go. So I can let Mr. Ed Poe roll on out of here. Those guys have been taking a break for a little while. I'm pretty sure they're ready to rock and roll. So I'll switch. Oh, I made this one off. There we go. We got the signal. Let's see if I can get this guy on before we go. Gotta put old Fred back on there before we continue to Heritage Furniture. Alright. All signs say go. No problem, Mike. And Edpo is off. Get a long consist on this one. A long Rasta. So I can ask myself, what have I learned for this live op session? Number one, make sure your track's clean that you're going to be working on. Number two, make sure your locomotive wheels are clean as well. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, yeah. We got a 15 car train going by. I believe 6 of them are destined for air mass, and the rest are going to Portland, Maine. Now, I'm not sure if the real deal for Edpo actually stops off at air mass before they go to Portland, or if it's just a direct route. But it's my layout, so that's what's happening. Which, technically speaking, they're all going to offline staging anyways. So. Which down the road, when I do get my girlfriend and I buy a house, and I have a basement big enough for a nice layout, or a good size layout, which will probably be more or less like a permanent layout. I'd like to have a nice hidden staging yard for trains like this, so I can just, you know, hidden but kind of open for easy access to you know, make trains up, take trains off, put them on different trains, so on and so forth. So, alright. Yeah, they got a signal, so they're good. Alright, so I'm going to stop this guy. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Yeah, ready to rock and roll. Oh, bummer. Alright, stand by, no worries, no worries. Got a coupler issue too. And this guy. Oh, that's alright, you know what? Forgot to put our blue flag up. Come on, get on there. There you go. Blue flag's all set. Alright. Yeah, I gotta replace that coupler or see what's up with it. Because apparently when it opens, it wants to stay open, so. Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's definitely I could say a work in progress, we'll say. Let me get my coffee out of the way here. You don't want to look at that. We'll just follow. We'll do the drone shot. I can't wait to get my my other controller back. It's actually a wireless controller, and right now I'm using the NCE power cab, which works great. I'm glad I still, you know, have it. But I just got it's like one extra step to wrap the controller around, you know, like move the controller around. Here we are, passing Central Gas. Don't mind the fence. It's in the works. And coming up on Heritage Furniture right there in the background. crossing the old truss. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up right here. Don't mind the drone. The drone operator is new to operating these new high-tech toys. So, all right. So actually, I went a little bit farther than I needed to. So, oh, there we go. Come on, really? Unbelievable. I really don't know what it is with these Atlas switching tracks, but I do not like Atlas custom line switching tracks. I can tell you that right now. I lost my Fred, but it's okay. We'll put Fred back on. This is probably the worst live show I've ever done, which is okay. And most interesting one I've probably done since I've started doing these. So. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with Fred right now. We'll just say he's still there. Oh, thank you. Is the area you are modeling post caboose? Use, I believe. Yeah, I'm modeling more of the modern age. I would say. So thus no cabooses, or you know. Some people, like, depending on what era they're modeling, they'll use a caboose. I choose not to, unless maybe at some point down the road I implement like you know, some kind of excursion train, or like maybe just a passenger. Wow, I'm really having some issues with these switches today. Not liking that. So that's to be seen down the future. And the cityscapes they came out pretty good. It was basically it was just a picture on like a poster board, or not poster board, like a thick paper. Photograph on a thick paper. It was probably, oh god, if I can remember, I want to say 16 inches tall by like 4 feet long or something like that. And so what I did is I'm sorry. I cut the picture, the buildings themselves out, laid it on poster board. I took some Mod Podge, laid it on, let it dry, put some Mod Podge over the picture itself, let it dry, and then I just cut basically the same shape as the buildings. You know, I cut the poster board the same shape, so it came out pretty good, I think. All right, I'm gonna uncouple this guy. There we go. And we'll move forward. So while we're backing up, the conductor's running over to talk with the supervisor at Heritage Furniture, so we can remove the blue safety flag. Alright, this is... yeah, I really need to take care of these. This is going to drive me nuts now. You know what I'll be doing after this live episode. Alright, so we talked to the supervisor at Heritage Furniture. We're good to go. We're letting them know we're doing some work. So I know it can't be the rails, because I usually have my cleaning car going over the rails quite a few times each time I, you know, work on the layout or just run some trains, except for my spurs here, of course. But I'm also thinking it could be something else too. Okay, so we're going to call this an op session, but we're also going to call this a do and don't do if you're going to do an live ops. So, you know what I mean? There we go. And of course, this coupler. Something told me I should have fixed that before I did the live ops. So, but yeah, what are you going to do? Alright, so we're connected now, finally, to our NS boxcar. We're going to pull that out and connect it to our train. Yep. And I think I'm going to clean this track real quick before I go down there, so... no problem, Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, exactly. The gremlins. Alright, so I'm going to pop this guy over to the rest of our train. I'm going to take my bright boy real quick. I think I'm running over that track. Yeah, it's all good. There we go. Alright, so stand by for 1 second. Right, boy. See if this helps a little bit. I haven't really used the spurs that much. Been doing a lot of other work. So, what did we learn today, class? If you're going to do a live op session, 1, make sure your engine wheels are clean. 2, make sure your track's clean. And 3, make sure you got a vacuum to suck up any kind of dust. Usually I'm pretty good at keeping the track somewhat clean, but I don't know, maybe I was a little bit too relaxed on this Sunday, so yeah, this is just a pre-treatment before I actually get to the actual wheel cleaning of this bad boy. So unfortunately it had to be live, but that's okay. You kind of get the behind the scenes action live, right? So let's try this again. I still don't like these Atlas switches though. However, I will be figuring something out because I really don't want to put all these keep alives in my locomotives, and I don't want to be using frog juicers on every single switch. You know what I mean? So I've heard Pico Pico switches are pretty good. I know I have a couple of them. I used one, but I didn't use it a lot to really I guess do enough research on it, you know, to see if it really worked to my liking. So we'll see. It's just one of those things I will see about in the near future. Alright, so let's try this. There we go. So, right here. Yeah, it's funny. Got a problem with one coupler on this box car, and then this one right here is like solid. There we go. How well do they work on your layout, Mike? Alright, you're gonna drop this guy off. The Pickens Railroad boxcar. Your little, I think I want to say post standard or whatever. Give these guys another toot. Well, now we're coming in. Hopefully no issues on the straightaway. It would be nice for a change. Alright, so since I'm actually going to the second bay, I'm going to stop short. Kind of do the offset for the coupler, and then this way I don't have to fiddle with it underneath, or I shouldn't have to fiddle with it underneath Heritage Furniture once I get it under there. Okay, let's try this now. 3 toots and the bell. No, don't derail on me. Come on. The track was fine. That was close. I thought it was going to derail. A little more. A little more. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Pickens Railroad boxcar there. Spotted. They work well, not hard, not heard much criticism. They're built in small seaside town. They're called bear. Beer? Is that beer or bear? As in, like, does it spell beer, but does it sound like bear? Is this there? I hear a lot of I hear more people using Pico turnouts than Atlas turnouts, but I mean, Atlas turnouts, pretty much a lot of them I got for nothing, so I can't really complain, you know. However, though, like my next layout, you know, instead of just getting something up and running, I want to actually give it like a really good planning and plan on using Pico turnouts, I think. Okay, I got you, Mike. Thank you. Beer. Cool. Alright, so this is all set. Put my bell back on. Yeah, I think that, you know, you saw me clean those tracks, and that light just flickered. However, I didn't really go up that far either, so I still gotta clean these wheels. Okay, so I think we're going to connect to the rest of the train, and then I'm going to bring it back to the yard, which isn't too far. Oh no. That was the switch. Guaranteed. Yep. My turnouts, the frogs. My goodness. Well, that's what you get for Atlas, I guess, right? Shannara, huh? I don't know why this one's still on here, because I have a frog juicer on this one, so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be doing some track work. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'll have to double check the frog juicers I have on those as well. This crossover I have here. Okay, let's get this guy connected. Actually, I gotta. All right, that's it. Thanks for who tuned in and bared with the complications. I hope everybody has a great rest of your Sunday. Thanks, Mike, for the info. I appreciate that. And next live session will be hopefully a little better. I mean, it's not an all-time failure, but we did accomplish what. Well, I did accomplish what I set out to accomplish. So, take care, Mike. Be safe. Happy modeling. Real Fan Man signing out. And we're out of here.